Today we're going to be looking at functions. First, we need to define some terms. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. The domain is the values of that relation of all the x values, whereas the range is the values of a relation of all the y values. Then determine the domain and the range of this set: 3, 5, 1, -7, 2, 9, and 0, 8. So you can see we just pull the x values, the 3, the 1, the 2, and the 0 for the domain. And we pull the y values for the range, 5, -7, 9, and 8. So that is the domain, and that is the range. A function is a relation where each x value does not repeat. The y values, however, they can be the same. So looking at this is 1, 5, 6, -1, 8, 0, 2, -4, a function. Well, yes, all the x values are unique. Well, then is 1, 10, 9, 0, 2, -12, 1, 8 a function? No, it is not, because this one and this one, those are both x values. The x value appears twice. Then we're going to use something we call the vertical line test, and that is simply putting a vertical line through your graph. So if we put a vertical line here and a vertical line here and here, and we could just keep going with our vertical lines. But anyway, each vertical line intercepts that graph at 2 places, which means it is not a function. Looking at another graph and using the vertical line test, if we run vertical lines through it, it only intersects our graph at 1 point, and that means it is a function. With function notation, we replace y with f of x. For example, if y equals 3x plus 1, well, that becomes f of x equals 3x plus 1. So using the above equation, find f at 4. That just simply means plug 4 in for our x. So we have 3 times 4 plus 1, and we know that is 13. F at 0, again, we're just plugging 0 in our equation. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is just 1. F at -6, again, we're plugging -6 in our equation. 3 times a -6 is a -18, plus 1 leaves us -17. Graphing using that y/mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Well, that means then if we're graphing this 4x plus 1, that 4 is our slope and our y-intercept is at 1. So this graph is done for us. We see the y-intercept there at 1. And so we go from that point, because our slope is 4, we think of it as 4 over 1. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1 to make our line. And sure enough, this line goes through those 2 points. So this graph is the graph of y equals 4x plus 1.